Hi everyone, thank you so much for tuning in on the podcast. Honestly, before we get right into this episode, I just want to remind you all that you can find this podcast on Apple Pods, Spotify, and Castbox as well. If you have any suggestions as to where else we can put this podcast, please reach out to me on my Twitter or Instagram. And if you would like to be a guest on the Honestly podcast, kindly fill in the form in the show notes. And here's what we have for you coming up on this episode.
I don't know who gave him the green light to start talking about his life all over again. Now he's explaining to me he is unmarried in quotes situation. He's like, no, you see, I was dating this girl and we just ended up having children. But in my head, exactly, it was like the first child was a mistake. And I'm like, so the first child was a mistake, but you went back for number 2. That's in my head. First time is a mistake, second time is a coincidence, third time, no.
Hi, my name is Monjoy, and welcome to Honestly, a podcast about the unfiltered human experience. Each episode features stories from everyday people, capturing the gut-wrenching, hilarious, completely unhinged, and everything in between. On this podcast, we share the moments that have shaped us and changed how we see the world, or have just made us laugh. So join us as we listen to honest stories from honest strangers. Hi everyone, it's Pamela here once again. Thank you so much for tuning in to Honestly. This is episode 2 of Hannah's story. Last week we learned all about Sean, this guy at her workplace who read the wrong signals and took them a little bit too far. The audacity gets worse in this episode. If you think that part 1 was something, you're not going to be ready for part 2. We're picking up where we left with even more honesty. Let's dive right into it.
Is my new worry, and it was so frustrating. Like I was so scared for my future in that workplace because I'm the new girl and I'm a woman. Guys, it's going to be me taking the fall.
As always.
It's going to be me taking the fall. And like it has happened to so many women before. So I'm like, now I've handled that part properly. Hopefully she's not a woman who moves around with acid. So now your new problem is the workplace. Does your boss know? Do other workmates know? Do the seniors know? The supervisors? Does HR know? Do you need to have a conversation with someone to discuss this? And I did not have a solid relationship with anyone yet there because of how much we were being reshuffled.
Yeah, so you didn't even have a time to cultivate.
I didn't even know who to begin with, where to begin. I did not know who to talk to.
You didn't know how much
You can't go to HR, everyone knows who HR is.
Exactly.
So, yeah, you can't go to HR without making it a huge issue.
Yeah.
HR is going to save the company, they're not going to save you.
True.
So, I just I say let's first start with putting our head down. Keep it on the low, don't talk about it anywhere else unless someone talks to you about it. Yeah? Yeah. So in some situations maybe that's not the best, but I knew for a fact that if I have my proof and my receipts, that is the WhatsApp conversations that were inappropriate, if I have that proof at least, I may be able to save myself somewhere. So I made sure to keep those WhatsApp messages.
Yeah.
And if at all they continue, I will now put my foot down and show how I have put my foot down in the messages, since I've already been saying keep it professional. And yeah, if it continues, maybe threaten him. So now I go back to work. And now this man knows that the wife has called me. And so I go back and I'm getting into my house and he's trying to talk to me. He's like, oh, Hannah, let me help you carry. And I'm like, please don't touch any of my things.
I can do this myself.
So
wait, when you go back, you were shuffled again in the same team?
No. This was when I was still in the team of 3.
Oh,
still in the same. Yeah. So we're still working together at the time. So I go back to work And now before that, I went back. After that, wife had called me. Another workmate who was his friend, who was Sean's friend, calls me and says, "Hi, have you got a call from anyone threatening you?" I said, "What do you mean?
Mm.
Have you gotten a call from someone, let's say someone who claims to be someone's wife, maybe threatening you?" I'm like, "Oh, this one is looking for information."
Yeah, obviously.
So I'm like, "No, I haven't gotten anything."
Mm.
So, because I already knew that particular person is this one's friend, is Sean's friend, and it's not going to be good if I tell them anything. It may not look good for me
Yeah.
because that one is also a man.
And
At
they'll
this
go and
point, I can't
twist one.
afford to trust men.
Honestly.
I could not afford it. So I just say, no, I haven't gotten any call of the sort. Why? Is there someone looking for me? Is there something wrong at work? And he's like,
Mm.
no, 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 nothing.
Mm.
And he hangs up.
Mm.
Then I get a call from Sean.
That has audacity.
Yeah. So I now know things have been discussed, at least between those two
Three, yeah.
friends.
Mm.
So I get a call from Sean. Maybe Sean had reached out to the friend to reach out to me before he can reach out to me.
Mm.
So now I get a call from Sean since he has not gotten any information. Now Sean already knows his wife has called me. So I get there. It's like I answer the call and he's like, "Hello, yes, I'm sorry, has someone by these names called you claiming to be my wife?" I'm like, "Claiming?" So he's like,
Oh.
"No,
Mhm.
has she threatened you? What has she told you? Tell me and I deal with it."
Mm.
And I'm like, "Go and talk to your wife." That's what I told him.
Mm.
Said, "No, just tell me what happened." I'm like, don't you have your wife there? Go and talk to your wife."
Mm.
So I hung up the phone. I didn't even want to hear anything. So I come back to work after my leave, and now we, yeah. So after when I come back, of course, we have used public means. I've carried my heavy bags.
You
I'm now
know.
moving into my house. I'm carrying my two heavy bags,
Mm.
and he's here trying to help me carry my bags. I'm like, "Don't touch anything. I can do this myself. Leave me alone."
Mm.
I get into my house. I look, set up, get ready to sleep, and wake up for the next day to work. And he's there still trying to reach me. He's sending me messages. "Please, I can't explain to you. Let me talk to you." And he's outside my door and he's like, "Hannah, please." And I'm just not answering. Like,
Mm.
I have nothing to discuss with such a person. Like,
Mm. And
nothing.
in all this time, I want to
Mm.
ask, where was your supervisor?
In their own house, minding their business. Not even, the
Because,
supervisor
like,
didn't know anything. Because the
mm.
supervisor wasn't a friend to that person. And I didn't want even the supervisor to know because the supervisor is also a man. So it was
Mm.
just one woman, two men in the field.
Oh my goodness, I would.
It was just
It's
so
a very
bad.
sticky
It's a very
situation.
sticky situation.
Yeah.
So I'm just there. I'm just staying away, keeping my distance at this point. I don't want to talk to the person, but he's still trying to reach me. We go, we work, and I'm just quiet. Thank God I was now working on something else that sometimes you work two at the in field you work two people doing one thing and then one other person doing something else.
Mm.
So I was now the one person doing that something else alone, and there were two doing this other thing.
Mm.
Him
So
and my
Sean and the
supervisor.
supervisor. Okay.
So yeah, Sean and my supervisor, while me I was far away. So I did not talk to him. But then, of course, this couldn't continue. Yeah, you can't escape your workmate for so long because you do everything together,
Together, and you're far away anyway,
and
so you kind of
yeah,
need each other.
not exactly even need,
Mm.
but like
Like you're ever in each
the
other's faces,
ever in each
kind
other's
of.
faces.
Mm.
Yeah. But yeah, you of course you have to work as a team. You cannot. There's no I in team and all that, all that.
Mm.
But yeah. So I now finally speak to this person, and I'm like, and the one opportunity I gave him to speak, whether I men have so much audacity, I don't know whether they have an AGM where they give out audacity, but this man,
AGM is so funny.
fresh audacity for the year.
Listen,
I mean,
buy one
men
get one
and men,
free.
buy one get one free. Like, since those you have membership, please take an extra piece of audacity. But like the one time where he could have owned up to his mistakes and said, you know what, I did this, I'm wrong, forgive me, I'm sorry, I will keep it professional. Or I thought that was the moment where he would now turn a new leaf and now start being the workmate stroke husband stroke man that he's supposed to be. This man doubled down on his mistake. He now went and said, I'm sorry about what happened. I'm sorry that she called you to threaten you. Meanwhile, the call was not even threatening in any way. The woman was very calm, very kind. And although she had, I understand why she would fight for the man because they have 2 children together. Meanwhile, like, I don't think she wanted to let the man go, which is fine.
I mean, it's your
I cannot
situation.
waste
It's their
my time with,
situation.
it's their situation. Which is very understandable. But this man is going ahead to say, you know, she what? We used to date, but I just have children with her. There's nothing else. We're not married. And I'm not even understanding, like, you're supposed to be apologizing, not explaining a situation, like as if I'm a side chick. I'm not interested.
Yes.
You did something bad, own up to it, apologize, and go.
Move on.
But now he's saying, no, me, I want you. And I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm stressed. I'm not stressed out. I'm like, I'm sorry, what? No, me, I'm interested in you. I don't like her. We are not married. We're not even living together. I'm just there for the kids. And I'm like, but you lied that these children belong to your brother. I don't even know the reason why you thought you needed to lie.
Honestly.
There was no interest. I had no interest in you or your
start.
children from the start.
Mm.
And it's like, no, me, I have fallen for you, and blah blah blah. You know, it is one thing to be interested in a person and they're in that situation, but it's a different issue when you're not interested in them, but they are really trying
Push themselves
to
on.
push themselves onto you. So I was so confused. I was really, really confused because the last place I had seen such was in movies. But in the movies, the woman, the side chick, was interested in the man. So now me, I didn't know what to do.
And someone who's uninterested.
The soap operas did not advise me in this situation. So like, so what do I do, guys?
Oh God,
What
second
would
chance
Juan
didn't
Miguel?
help.
What would
La Tormenta didn't help.
like? What would Maria Clara do?
No! Oh God!
So I'm there and I'm like, just make sure this does not affect, because if you think I'm going to allow you ruin my experience in this job, you have another thing
You
coming.
have another thing coming for sure.
I'm like, just make, if this had better stay here as it is. That's it, and that's all. Like, I have nothing to say to you because he was not apologizing. He was not owning up to his situation. He was just doubling down,
bro,
on the wrong thing.
Yeah.
So I'm like, just leave me alone. Just work. We're here to work. The only relationship we have is that we are workmates, and that's it.
All.
And I thought I had set a boundary. I thought I had set a boundary, guys. Let me tell you.
Little did you know.
Little did I know that he had membership plus extra in that. He had carried enough audacity for the year.
I'm so sorry for laughing.
It's okay. It's actually a funny situation. It's actually a funny situation because when I look back, it's so funny. But in the moment, it was scary because I was so worried for my life. What's my mother going to think about me when she hears that I'm fired for such a thing?
For such a weird thing.
Such a weird thing. And like, will she even believe me? So I'm now worried. Every time I'm working, I'm looking around, I'm looking at facial expressions of the supervisor to see if he knows something.
You know?
Every call I get from another team member on another And I say because he
You're
has friends,
anxious,
I'm
yeah.
anxious. Every call I get, I'm scared. What it's about. I can't talk to anyone about it.
Because you don't know what they will
I don't know what
with that
they'll think. I don't know
information.
what they'll do.
Mm.
Yeah, it was
And
a
you're far
lot.
from home.
I'm far from home. I did not tell my parents. I could not tell my parents.
Mm.
It was only my sister
Mm.
and my friends and a few friends. One
Mm.
friend actually who knew.
Mm.
And even them, they had never
There's
been in
not so
such a
much they could do.
situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, life goes on. I'm like distancing myself from this person. And that's yeah, so yeah, I'm distancing myself from this person. And now it's coming towards the end of our rotation
Mm.
together on the same team. He's still doing the same nonsense.
Even after you've stopped
There is a point
replying and
where
what?
he went ahead and maybe he called his members and asked for more audacity and then came and asked me to go on a date with him. You guys, if the definition of I do not take no for an answer, that's short.
His face would be.
His face would be there in the dictionary if you looked for it. You guys, I need to find a word for it because
Yeah, audacity not enough.
audacity is not enough for this.
It must be how much more
You have a
straight can you
wife, you have
get?
2 children,
Mm.
and meanwhile, the whole time after that, now at some point, I figured that you know what, this can't continue for long. You cannot just stay quiet. Like at some point, you have to let things go
Mm.
and just be a team, just for the sake of the job moving, just for the sake of the work.
Mm.
So I think when I decided to let things go, he took it like, oh,
I
she's
have a
back in
chance.
business.
Mm.
This man now starts
What?
his, I don't know, they think it's a manipulation technique, but for me, I'm glad that it would not
It
work
doesn't
for
phase
me
you. Mm.
as much as I was naive at that point.
Mm.
But already, what helped me is that I'm not interested in a man, and whatever he says is not going to phase me. Already,
Mm.
what has happened. So, I don't know when he got the I don't know who gave him the green light to start talking about his life all over again. Now he's now explaining to me his unmarried in quotes situation.
Mm.
He's like, no, you see, I was dating this girl and we just ended up having children. But
Just
in my
ended
head,
up.
exactly, it was like the first child was a mistake. And I'm like, so the first child was a mistake, but you went back for number two. That's in my head. First
Mm.
time is a mistake, second time is a coincidence, third time, no. But
Mm.
in this case for children, second time is not even a
You know,
coincidence.
it's not like something you can
It's not
reverse.
something that it's something that you have thought about
Mm.
and you are hmm?
Intended.
You've intended to have it. So now at that point, I now find out from like our workmates of their marriage situation, and they're saying, oh yeah, they're not married in church, but they are traditionally married. They're living together.
Mm.
They're doing this. Meanwhile, this man, in his so-called apology, he was saying he doesn't live with a woman. He's just there for the children.
Mm.
But these people are telling me they have been married for 4 years. They have 2 children together. They are living together. All that, all that. And I'm like, yeah, cool, cool, fine. This man is telling me he thinks that I have not done my research.
Mm.
So he thinks he can lie to me some more.
Mm.
And he's like, when I married her, I thought she was a nice woman. So he started making her the villain in
Mm.
his story.
Mm.
He went ahead to call her a snake. He went ahead to say that she just married me for money. And I'm thinking, what money?
What
Because the
money,
money that
sir?
we're earning here is not, it
Listen,
cannot be considered money
money.
that a woman would want. Because even me, I don't want it. It's not enough. It's not enough for me. What do you mean? She just married you for money.
Where is it?
Where is it?
Mm.
But yeah, and she's like, she cheats. She cheats on me. She sleeps with other. But like, you have 2 children together. You think this woman is going to go ahead and sleep with the risk of having another child after pushing 2?
Thanks.
You think she's going to go and wow? Man.
Man.
Anyways, so he's going ahead and he's bad talking this woman, calling her a snake, saying all those things. She cheats on him. She expecting me to feel sorry for him
Mm.
in some way. And I was there pretending to understand and say, yeah, oh, sorry. But in the back of my head, I was like, nah.
I'm not having it.
This is a monster, guys.
In the
This is an
flesh.
actual monster. So, um, in fact, I was thinking, oh, why I call the wife, why I record this conversation and I send to the wife, but that would be so bad of
Yeah,
me.
and
Like,
it's not your place.
it's not my place to do that.
Mm.
But like, if at all I could get proof of what he was saying there and then, I would just keep it on my side. See, like, if at all the wife comes to attack me again,
I'll play.
I'll play.
Mm.
But yeah, so I'm now there thinking of how now do I get out of this situation. But this wasn't really a big issue of mine because me, I'm not interested in a man. But now it had toned down a bit, okay, at that point. So I had realized that no one else knows apart from maybe that other friend
The
of
other friend who
his,
called you.
the other friend who called me.
Mm.
So apart from that, no one else knows what's
Mm.
going on. So it was
Coming.
it was a relief at that
Mm.
point. So
Mm.
now I'm just dealing with how to get this man off my back.
Yeah.
So I'm praying for this rotation to end so that another rotation comes, and I'm praying that in the next rotation I'm
You're not
not
in
with
the
this
same
same
team.
person.
Mm.
So life goes on. He does all that.
And
More
how long were
audacity.
those rotations lasting?
About 3 to 4 months.
Goodness, a whole quarter.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I move on to the next rotation. He's still coming at me through messages. So we went for another rotation. Now in this rotation, I'm with a completely different team, and that's like a relief for me because I can easily ignore this one's calls.
Mm.
He would randomly call what to check on me or what, but I never any call that's his. I
You don't
just
pick it.
don't pick it up.
Mm.
Don't pick up. Don't pick up. If he wants to reach me, he will send a message so that I can have proof of what he's saying,
Mm.
or he can reach me through another person.
Mm.
Yeah, and that goes on. And then again, we get rotated, and I'm back on a job with this one.
Oh my goodness.
But now, this time, at this point in this rotation, I wasn't always.
With
There
him.
was, yeah. I could stay away from him.
Mm.
But there was some new thing that was added into the job which they gave to me, so I could keep my distance completely
Mm.
from that person. I didn't have to sit next to them. I didn't have to talk to them. Nothing. In fact, I had to stay quiet and concentrate so
Mm.
no one would talk to me.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. So we get rotated back onto that thing, and he's back, and I'm like, okay, well, all this time has passed, and the message is now reduced. So I'm thinking everything is G. Yeah, everything is calm. Let's go back, work, and leave.
Mm.
Of course, I was still uncomfortable having nothing in the back of my head, but it is what it is. We have come
Mm.
for money, nothing
Mm.
else. Go and work. So I go and work, and now I think the message is now started again. I think okay, there was one time, yes, this was now like the final round where he, oh, how did it come up exactly? I think he sent me another inappropriate message, and then this time I decided to send him a whole paragraph of how I really felt.
Mm.
And I told him, I do not know if you wait. It's like I understand that you mistook my politeness for sexual interest,
Mm.
but that's not what it is. I'm telling you now that I am not interested in you. I have never felt interest for you, and I will never
Mm.
feel any interest for you in that regard.
Mm.
You are a workmate, period.
Mm.
You are a workmate, period, and I'll never, have never, and will never be interested in you. If I ever get another message of this nature from you, I will be reporting it to the HR or the
Mm.
boss.
Mm.
Let this be the last warning. And that was it. He said that. And now he's there. He's like, no, you misunderstood. I'm like, misunderstood what? Let me tell you, the audacity this year came
Listen.
in
Like, you think I don't understand
surplus.
English? What do you mean
Exactly.
misunderstood?
Misunderstood what exactly? Misunderstood the poem. Misunderstood your wife's call. Which part? Misunderstood you asking me for a date despite your wife.
Mm-hmm.
That is when I said, men who I work with, they will not.
Mm,
Like, I'm not even going to. That's when I realized that, you know what? I don't think we should start with niceness.
yeah,
Maybe
be
someone
frank.
can reach out and give advice on how to start at a job, because niceness for women, being nice and polite is just not it.
Mm,
So, this story of mine is just to give people a warning, give girls a warning, especially the ones who are leaving campus and getting to that new job. You know, it's not all roses and blue skies. It's there is so much, like,
mm,
especially when they are, in fact, not even just older men, because this man was not much older than me.
mm,
It's men of any age that are going to think that they can do you like that. Yeah.
yeah.
So just be aware, be careful, and be alert, and keep tabs as well. It's helpful to keep receipts in case something happens and there
And you
is
need to,
trouble. You
yeah.
have your proof, and give them a firm warning. You need, in that proof, you need to show that you have given a firm warning. Do not be mixed up in those messages also and start going there and also
Mm,
giving, some
weird
green
signals.
flags and red signals, because they'll
Mm.
continue. Of course, someone is going to ask, oh, maybe you also kept giving them the green flag to continue doing this, but don't worry. Me, I have my proof. I know what I said in my chat.
Yeah.
This man just had his extra
Audacity.
audacity plus a demon, maybe, but
That's a
the
demon.
audacity was through the roof.
Mm,
But yeah, so that ended, and yeah, so now it's just that the messages stopped, the calling stopped after that. But then he tried to, of course, pin it on me after that whole putting my foot on the
confrontation.
ground. When I
Mm.
confronted him like that, he
Mm.
tried to turn it
Turn the
around
things
and say that I'm
around.
confused and I'm being I'm
Overreacting.
misunderstanding and I'm overreacting, but I already had everything I needed, so I did
Mm.
not even bother listening. So yeah, that ended. And up to today, he still thinks that we are cool, but we are not.
Do you actually took him up to today?
No, I do not
Okay.
actually. I just forgot the number, and I did not block. So every time I see a random number, I pick up, and it's that person because their real number, I removed it.
Mm.
So when they call, they can't.
You
When they
can't
call,
know.
I don't pick up, or yeah. But this time it's like unknown numbers, or the workmates that used to be there with us. They call, and then maybe he's with them,
That's crazy.
and
And how
then
many years have passed from that experience to today?
like, let me see, when did I get this? Like 5 years. About 5 years.
And nigga is still disturbing
Nigga is still
you.
disturbing me. I'm sure he has a third and fourth child now.
Listen. Mm.
But yeah.
I want to ask two questions.
Mm,
One, looking back, what are the things you wish you had done before? Like what are the things you look back and you're like, I shouldn't have done that? And then two,
mm,
I imagine you have left this job now and the job
mm,
that you're currently in.
mm.
Are there some things that you have begun to actively practice to prevent a situation like this from happening again?
Oh yes.
Mm,
So for question, the first question, which was, what do I wish I had
done.
done differently? Yeah.
Mm,
So looking back, what I wish I had done differently was maybe speak to someone.
mm,
because I was too afraid. But there were friends I had gotten in that job who I could have confided in, maybe who could have known what to do. Yeah, there was someone who was kind of like who I considered like a big sister later on, who maybe could have understood, but I don't know for sure. Yeah, so maybe generally I should have spoken to someone and not kept it in because it was such a heavy thing to keep. Yeah, I should have talked to someone. But of course, again, you need to be sure of the people you're talking to because they can also
turn things
turn
around.
things around or speak against you or something like that.
Yeah.
But I'm glad it did not become such a huge thing, and I left the job on not on that basis. I did not leave a bad name for myself. Yeah. And for the second question, what do I do now to assert? What I do is I I put a boundary of when you're at a new workplace, you're connecting with other people, and there are those conversations that always come up. I don't know why these men are so interested in those conversations. First of all, it's like when you're working with a man, they're always going to go to that topic of relationships and stuff like that. So I just make sure to air it out that I do not date people that I'm working with. Yeah, at least right now that's what I'm doing. I don't know if there is any other boundaries I can put because men still have audacity. Men still be having audacity.
Yeah, membership subscription.
Exactly, it's there, the most consistent thing in their lives. So like I just make sure I air it out and don't don't make it look like you are approachable in that way. You can be nice and polite, just do not be extra. Make it only work related, and if they're talking about things that you're not comfortable with, either you divert the topic or leave or just don't be
actively in the conversation.
actively in such conversations, especially for people who get easily triggered by stuff. And work is work. They usually just want to get something out of you to rile you up and get you talking. But yeah, what I do right now is just for now. What I do is make it clear that I do not date people that I'm working with.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think that's important. I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like because of I have a lot of thoughts in my head. I'm trying to arrange.
It's
I'm trying to
okay.
arrange them, but first of all, I want to give you kudos for how you manage the situation because at
Thank
that
you.
age, girl, I don't know. I don't know if I would be able, if I would have done the same. But you never know until you go through something. But it's amazing to hear that despite all that was happening, you still got to work down.
I
You still did the
yeah.
job. You still did what brought you
Yeah, yeah,
at the workstation,
yeah.
and I feel like that's destabilizing. It can
It
make you,
is. It is
it's
actually
very
quite
destabilizing because
destabilizing.
you're stuck. You're
Mm-hmm.
up country, stuck with this person you don't like. You have to face them every day. They're making you 100% uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
You can actually get destabilized from your work.
That's true.
But here you are managing that and doing your work,
Yeah.
girl.
Kudos.
Kudos,
It
kudos.
was actually good that
Yeah,
I will give that one to God because I don't
yeah.
even know how I did it.
Mm,
It was like a normal day, but like in my head, I'm worried about everything. Who is talking about me? Who is doing this? But the work is still getting done, so I'm just
mm.
grateful.
Yeah, and I
Yeah,
think that's really, I think you should commend yourself for that kind of strength,
yeah.
honestly.
Praise
And
God.
man, and it sucks though, but I think I like that. Okay, I feel like sometimes we don't, I don't like that statement that when we go through experiences, we have to go through them to learn something. Like sometimes I wish we could learn without going through an
Exactly.
experience.
Same. Same.
But much of it sucks to have gone through it. I like that you have learned from it
From
and you
it.
haven't let it define you.
Mm.
Yeah. And I think it's important for us as women, like it's not bad to be aggressive
Yeah, it
with
really isn't.
your boundaries,
Yeah.
especially. Like it's those who are aggressive that get to work how they want.
Exactly.
But if we are not, and we allow the specific guys at our workplace to put us in such uncomfortable situations, when we find ourselves in a place we don't like, working people we don't like, simply because we were afraid to say, I don't want this, I don't like it
Yeah.
this way.
I think also women, the girls out there should love themselves enough to not allow
Tolerate.
such things, to not tolerate such things.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's
There's no
actually the word I was looking for before. Do not give them the idea that you can tolerate
tolerate
such
nonsense.
nonsense. Yeah.
I
So
know it's not easy, to be honest. It's not
it's
easy
not
to put your foot
easy.
down, especially if, for example,
And these things come in like different ways. They can, men are slick, but they can get you in some way that you did not see
you
coming. And
don't
you're like,
even like, it's like the wind.
but yeah. Also, just pray to God to protect you from such situations. And when you catch it, pray that you know how to
Maneuver.
maneuver it, to put a boundary on it, and yeah, something like that.
Yeah,
And pray
yeah.
for good workplaces as well.
Yeah,
Because
man. But I feel like such an experience is inevitable, sort of.
it
Sort
is,
of,
it
yeah.
is,
It's
yeah.
sort of inevitable.
It's
Like everybody
inevitable,
will
but if you
face
have
it.
a good workplace, you would have people to help you through that. Yeah.
Yeah, well, this has been a very exhaustive conversation, and I'm very glad that you chose to share this story on this platform. And to all the listeners out there, I hope you have been able to pick a few things about this experience that Hannah has shared with us today, and you've been able also, if you relate, to see how you can elevate your situation at the moment if you are currently facing the same problem at work. I hope this story has kind of helped you know how to navigate that situation. It's very important, especially in the workplace. These are not your besties. Report them, please.
Please.
It's not report. Like,
Reports.
say the truth, get your receipts and report, because at the end of the day, you also want to earn your salary in a place you like to go to. Like, nobody, because remember, you spend 80% of your time at work. Imagine 8% of your time at a place that you don't like. That's not good for your
So
mental health.
yeah.
So report, my dear. Say this person has embarrassed me, and show your proof. Though I also understand that there are some workplaces that are not conducive in that kind of how can I
They're
say?
not helpful in that way of you're not
Hmm.
free. It's not a safe space for you to take your problem and be
Exactly.
helped the right way.
Hmm.
And for those ones, I would say if you have another opportunity, please jump onto it. Like run, do not walk.
Don't walk.
Leave.
Don't turn.
Now, for me personally, I didn't even have an opportunity. I just
Hmm.
left the job actually because it still stayed on me. As much as I handled it the way that
That you did.
in a good way, the way that I did, I still could not stand working there. So I ended up leaving the job and I went back home
And
to sleep.
that's important. You chose
I
yourself.
chose myself. Yeah.
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 Okay, thank you so much, Hannah. Thank you so much for all of you who are listening in today. And just one final message: if you feel like you're shrinking yourself at work, or you feel like you're being misunderstood, you're not alone in the situation. So if you have a story that you'd like to submit to us as well, please feel free to get onto our form, our Google form. It's in the show notes or in a link somewhere, depending on which platform you're listening to it on. Tap on it, please share your details, and I'll get to reach out to you and share your story. This has been episode 2 of Honestly, and I hope to see you in the next episode. Thank you. Bye.